Hello everyone, I'm Fred FX and you're watching a market analysis brought to you by the FST trading community. Stay tuned for practical insight and strategies to stay ahead of the market. So, going on, let's take a different approach towards understanding what the key drivers in the change of price has been, right? Talking about the fundamentals this time. Um let's relate more of what has been happening. Okay, I'd want to start with the Euro USD, right? So the Euro USD really we've been having notable contraction in business activities. We can say this since the HCB composite fell to 10 months low of 48.1, right? So manufacturing and service sector of the economy has been having some turmoil, right? And not really like a recession, but not stable, which is what have been triggering the recent rate cuts. We've been having rate cuts, and at the time of this recording, we'll still be expecting more rate cuts based on contraction in business activity in the Eurozone. So we are also looking at implication from international trade policies. Um, the president-elect of the United States, if sworn in, might come up with policies that are likely to interfere or rather impact on the Eurozone. It could be positively, it could be negatively. That's why we are uncertain where the volatility is gonna be going. So we'll hold on to that and we'll talk more about that in coming videos, right? So let's take a look at the technicals. We are having this pump and dump kind of profile here. From this point, we had this rally to the upside and then the declines to the current price. It has been more of a pump and dump kind of pattern from previously 2003 till date, right? So we had this push to the upside. Quickly, let me change my cursor to a dot so that it's more obvious, right? So we had this push from here up, and then we had this level of inducement. Price went up, took out the level of inducement, and we had the actual expansion. And after expansion, we had kind of consolidation phase here, right? And after the consolidation, we had the push to the downside, giving us a change of character pattern here. After change of character, we had our first pullback, which is the inducement. Price takes out the inducement, mitigates this area of support right here, and then we had this push to the downside, retests to show that sellers are in control, acceptance for the decline. And then we had the new break of structure, which is what triggered the pattern we are seeing today. So right here, price has advanced and given us just like this point here, we are having this level of inducement, right? So this is a level of inducement, and you could see based on the fundamental outlook we just talked about, um, October, November, December has been challenging for the euro. We've been seeing declines. Price has broken levels of confluence around here, and we are looking at where price might find its next support, right? So, and let's go to, because we are doing more of a top-down analysis, so we'll go down to the weekly time frame to get a clearer view of what the market is doing. And right here, we could see price giving all this reaction, and there is more of, okay, this is more of an imbalance that might be attracting price to the downside, not yet filled. We might expect in the coming week for price to give us reaction to confuse this imbalance. Also, given the fundamental outlook on the US dollar, lately we've been seeing positive data talking about the unemployment claims coming out better than expected. We're having the S&P manufacturing index coming out better than expected, better than consensus, right? But worse than previous by 2.28%, right? Then we also had the ISM manufacturing index, which came out just as expected, right? So we've not really had worse data that could trigger downside volatility on the US dollar. So Euro USD, being Euro as the base currency, we might still see the strength of the US weighing on it and taking it to the downside. So we might want to see this area from here down, from here, working as an area of support, right, for the euro, right? So that is it for this time frame. We'll go to the daily time frame to get a better context of what the market is likely to do. So from here we could see that, okay, price has been more of okay, you'd see this level of support right here, this level of support, from this point down to this point, how price reacted to this level, breaking out from this level, right, retesting it and then pushing to the downside. We also have these levels of support, right, and price is gradually rallying up. Well, as you can see on the chart, we have some more data from the US side, and we have some more data on the euro side. So every decision we should make on our trading should be data driven, right? So um sorry about that. Going forward, we would want to see price from the lower time frame come up a bit to mitigate levels before dropping down. But it's possible for just a continuation based on what the upcoming economic events triggers, the direction where the volume of the economic event is going to go, right? So let's look downwards to 4 hours going lower. uh, So, looking down 4 hours, we could see price approaching this level of support. So, we might not really see price react from that level we saw previously on the daily time frame, which is price coming up to this level, whatever. We might just see price reacting to this support area we saw from the 4 hours level, this contextual level right here, right? So price might just react from this support and weigh to the lower time frame, weighing down, right? So from here we might just expect some sells, but as you can see, there are a lot of upcoming events, and these would determine price direction, right? So going down to the 1 hour time frame, um we could see, okay, more of like an exhaustion here, we could see more of like an exhaustion. So we might just have, because looking from the SMC strategy right now, right? Um, Look at this area of inducement. Price took out this inducement, rallied down, took out this inducement, you know, mitigated, I think, the order flow. Okay, but the fair value gap was properly filled. The fair value gap was properly filled, and I think possibly mitigates. Okay, this was an area of support historically. Price reacted to, right? Um, we could see how price reacted to this area of support pushing to the downside. Right now, taking all of these into consideration, we can agree that this is a proper change of character level from these points down here, right? So after the change of character, we might be seeing this as our first pullback, and we might want to retest this level of confluence based on lower time frame confirmation and advance towards the upside, and then feel all these inefficiencies all around here and possibly mitigate this um, confluence level, contextual level rather, and then we might see continuation to the downside, right? So these are the few things we could expect. So 15 minutes would confirm the exhaustion at this level. 15 minutes is confirming the exhaustion at this level. So at this point we might want to just, you know, look for longs from this position, um, depending on depending on last week's economic data, because the next data release would be on Monday and 1:30, right? On Monday 1:30. So this would be when we expect the next economic outlook. So as market open, this exhaustion might hold, and we might be seeing downwards move to this point, and then on confirmation, we could still see recoveries to the upside before continuation or whatsoever. So that's it for EURUSD. The team would come up with other videos on analyzing other pairs and giving fundamental outlooks on what price is gonna do. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is FST Trading Community, and my name is Okoye Frederick, FFX. Thank you.